World War II left Europe in ruins. Cities were reduced to rubble and the infrastructure was devastated. The human cost was staggering, with millions of lives lost and countless others displaced. Germany, once a mighty power, was defeated and occupied. The nation lay in tatters, its cities bombed out and its people struggling to survive amidst the chaos and destruction. The Allied powers, led by the United States, the Soviet Union, Great Britain and France, faced the daunting task of rebuilding a shattered continent and preventing another such conflict. They had to address not only the physical reconstruction, but also the political and social rebuilding of Europe. At the Yalta and Potsdam conferences in 1945, the victorious Allies made crucial decisions about Germany's future. These meetings were pivotal in shaping the post-war order and determining how Germany would be governed. Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones, one for each of the major powers. This division was intended to ensure that Germany would never again become a threat to world peace. Berlin, although located within the Soviet zone, was also divided into 4 sectors. This unique situation made Berlin a focal point of Cold War tensions in the years to come. This division of Germany reflected the emerging ideological divide between the Western Allies, who favored democracy and capitalism, and the Soviet Union, which sought to spread communism. The contrasting visions for Germany's future would soon lead to further conflicts. The seeds of the Cold War were sown in the ashes of World War II. The division of Germany and Berlin symbolized the broader geopolitical struggle that would dominate the second half of the 20th century. The Allied powers were determined to eradicate Nazism from German society. This was not just a military victory, but a moral imperative to ensure that the horrors of the Nazi regime would never be repeated. The Allies, comprising the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom and France, were united in their resolve to dismantle the Nazi ideology and its influence. This process, known as denazification, involved removing former Nazis from positions of authority, bringing war criminals to justice, and re-educating the German population. The Nuremberg trials were a significant part of this effort, where leading Nazis were prosecuted for war crimes and crimes against humanity. Additionally, the Allies implemented re-education programs aimed at promoting democratic values and human rights among the German people. However, denazification proved to be a complex and challenging undertaking. The sheer number of individuals involved with the Nazi regime made it difficult to distinguish between those who were ardent supporters and those who were coerced or complicit out of fear. Moreover, the process varied significantly between the different occupation zones, with each Allied power implementing its own policies and procedures. The line between active Nazi supporters and those who simply went along with the regime was often blurred. Many ordinary Germans claimed ignorance of the regime's atrocities, while others argued they had no choice but to comply. This ambiguity complicated the denazification process, leading to debates about justice, accountability, and the potential for rehabilitation. As the Cold War intensified, the division of Germany solidified. The ideological rift between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies grew wider, leading to the establishment of separate political and economic systems in the occupied zones. This division was not just a geopolitical reality, but also a reflection of the broader struggle between communism and capitalism that defined the post-war era. In 1949, 2 separate German states emerged: the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany, in the west, and the German Democratic Republic, or East Germany, in the east. West Germany aligned itself with the Western Bloc, embracing democratic governance and a market economy, while East Germany became a socialist state under Soviet influence. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, became a potent symbol of the division between East and West, communist and capitalist, and a physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain that had descended across Europe. This barrier not only separated families and friends, but also stood as a stark reminder of the ideological conflict that defined the Cold War era, shaping the lives of millions on both sides of the divide. While East Germany struggled under communist rule, West Germany experienced an economic of the Marshall Plan, a US-funded aid program. West Germany rebuilt its infrastructure and industries. The West German economy, fueled by a skilled workforce and a commitment to free market principles. By the 1960s, West Germany had become one of the world's leading industrial nations. This economic success story stood in stark contrast to the stagnation and repression of East Germany. The two Germanys became a powerful testament to the advantages of a free and open society. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the subsequent reunification of Germany in 1990 marked a watershed moment in European history. A unified Germany with its economic might and political weight emerged as a key player on the world stage. German reunification was not without its challenges. Integrating the former East Germany with its outdated infrastructure and high unemployment proved to be a costly and complex process. However, Germany rose to the occasion, investing heavily in the former East and working to create a more unified and prosperous nation. Today, Germany stands as a symbol of unity and a testament to the power of peaceful transformation. Section 5. Germany's economic dominance, a force to be reckoned with. Germany boasts the largest economy in Europe and the fourth largest in the world. Its economic prowess is built on a strong industrial base, a highly skilled workforce, and a commitment to innovation. German companies are global leaders in a wide range of industries, including automotive manufacturing, engineering, and pharmaceuticals. Germany is also a major exporter, with its goods and services in high demand around the world. This economic strength has given Germany considerable political influence within Europe and beyond. As a leading member of the European Union, Germany has played a pivotal role in shaping the continent's economic and political agenda. Section 6. Friedrich Merz. A new era for German politics. Friedrich Merz, a conservative politician, has emerged as a prominent figure in German politics. His rise has been marked by a return to more traditional conservative values, which he believes are essential for the country's future stability and prosperity. Merz has been vocal about his vision for Germany, emphasizing the need for economic reforms and a stronger stance on law and order. Merz, known for his outspoken views and his emphasis on traditional values, represents a distinct shift from the more centrist policies of Angela Merkel. While Merkel's tenure was characterized by a pragmatic approach to governance, Merz advocates for a more ideologically driven agenda. He believes that Germany needs to reclaim its national identity and strengthen its cultural roots. Merz has expressed concerns about the future of the transatlantic relationship, particularly under the leadership of former US President Donald Trump. He has been critical of Trump's policies, which he believes have strained the historic alliance between the US and Germany. Merz argues that Germany must be prepared to navigate a more unpredictable global landscape. He has also called for a stronger and more independent Europe, capable of defending its own interests on the world stage. Merz envisions a European Union that is not overly reliant on external powers, but is instead a formidable entity in its own right. He believes that Europe must take a more assertive role in global affairs to ensure its security and prosperity. Merz's rise to prominence reflects a broader trend of rising nationalism and populism in Europe and beyond. This trend is characterized by a growing skepticism towards globalization and a desire to return to more localized forms of governance. Merz's rhetoric resonates with those who feel that their national identity is under threat from external influences. His views on immigration, social welfare, and foreign policy have resonated with some voters who feel left behind by globalization and rapid social change. Merz advocates for stricter immigration controls and a more robust social welfare system that prioritizes the needs of German citizens. His foreign policy stance is one of cautious engagement, emphasizing the need to protect national interests while fostering international cooperation. Section 7. Transatlantic tensions. The US and a shifting European landscape. The relationship between the United States and Europe has faced challenges in recent years. The Trump administration's America First policies and its skepticism towards multilateral institutions like NATO have strained transatlantic ties. European leaders have expressed concerns about the United States' commitment to its traditional security guarantees. The withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan and the perceived lack of US leadership on issues like climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic have further eroded trust. In this context, Friedrich Merz's calls for a more independent Europe have found a receptive audience. Many Europeans believe that the continent needs to take greater responsibility for its own defense and foreign policy. Section 8. A Biblical Prophecy. Germany's role in end-time events. Some religious groups, including the United Church of God, see Germany's rise as a potential fulfillment of biblical prophecy. They point to passages in the book of Revelation that speak of a beast power that will emerge in the end times. According to this interpretation, the beast power will be a 10-nation confederation, possibly led by Germany, that will play a key role in end-time events. This confederation is said to deceive the world and ultimately face the judgment of God. While such interpretations are a matter of faith and should be approached with caution, they highlight the enduring power of religious beliefs and their potential influence on political affairs. Section 9. Conclusion. Germany's future in a multipolar world. Germany stands at a crossroads. As a leading economic and political power, Germany has a crucial role to play in shaping the future of Europe and the world. The challenges are many, but so are the opportunities. Germany's future will be shaped by a complex interplay of factors, including its relationship with the United States, its role within the European Union, and its response to global challenges such as climate change and technological disruption. How Germany navigates these challenges will have profound implications for its own future and for the world at large. The world will be watching closely as Germany charts its course in the years to come.